everyone, so let's move towards our today's topic, which is
urine formation. Okay, but before that I would like to clear one thing, that today's topic will be uh, glomerular filtration, which is the first step of the urine formation. Okay, so in this lecture basically we will gonna talk about the first step of urine formation, that is glomerular filtration. We all know that, and I have told several times, we have discussed several times in the lectures that kidney forms urine. How it forms urine? Because the metabolic waste, the things which are not helpful, not useful for our body, that will be filtered out from the blood, and that filtration will be, obviously the whole process of formation of urine will be occur in the kidney. The filtration will occur, then obviously जब फिल्ट्रेशन होगी तो कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें भी फ़िल्टर हो जाएंगी जो यूज़फुल होंगी, तो जो यूज़फुल होंगी वो रीअब्जॉर्ब होंगी. देन ऑब्वियसली जब फ़िल्टर हो गई, जो चीज़ें अच्छी थी फ़िल्टर में, जो यूज़फुल थी वो रीअब्जॉर्ब हो गई, और जो यूज़फुल नहीं थी वो फिल्ट्रेट वाले जो फ्लूइड है, फिल्ट्रेट वाला जो सब्सटेंस है, मटेरियल है, उसी में रही. So that will be called as urine, and then after that process secretion will be occur, and that will be excreted out of the body. Now in this lecture, like I said, glomerular filtration will occur, which is the first step of the urine. It occurs in glomerular arteries, glomerular capillaries, and we have discussed that renal artery will enter into the kidney, and it will form interlobar arteries, arcuate arteries, then interlobular arteries, then afferent arterioles, and then after afferent arterioles, basically through afferent arterioles, the blood will be enter into the glomerular filtration. Glomerular capillaries, which is the part which is present in the nephron, and from glomerular capillaries the blood, the harmful substances which are not useful, the waste product basically, that will be filtered out from the blood into the Bowman's capsule. From Bowman's capsule it will enter into the tubule for reabsorption, but we will not discuss that thing. We will just discuss the filtration process. Okay, now from the glomerular capillaries till the Bowman's capsule, they are basically attached together, but between them there is a barrier that is called as filtration barrier. From that filtration barrier, because obviously कैपिलरी से सारा ब्लड जा रहा है, अच्छा उस ब्लड में सही सब्सटेंसेस भी हैं, यूज़फुल सब्सटेंसेस भी हैं, और नॉट यूज़फुल सब्सटेंसेस भी हैं, यानी वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट भी है. तो अब वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट को कैसे फ़िल्टर करना है, वो बेसिकली उस बैरियर के थ्रू फ़िल्टर होता है. ओके, दैट बैरियर विल हेल्प इन द फिल्ट्रेशन प्रोसेस. ओके, नाउ दैट बैरियर कंसिस्ट ऑफ 3 layers. The first layer is the first and the inner layer, which is present, which is the wall of the capillaries, that is endothelial cells of the capillaries. Okay, that is fenestrated capillaries. Through that, after that part, second layer will start, that is basement membrane, and then third layer is epithelial layer of Bowman's capsule. Now one more thing which is very important, that the third layer, which is the Bowman's capsule, the epithelial cells of the Bowman's capsule, so that epithelial cells are also known as podocytes. Okay, now after the point which you have to remember, that the proteins which are present in the plasma protein, basically which are present in the blood, and the hemoglobin will not be filtered out, will not enter into the Bowman's capsule, and some other substances which are negatively charged will not be filtered out into the Bowman's capsule. Why? Because we know that the size of the pores of the capillaries, the space between the endothelial cells of the glomerular capillaries is very small, so that the plasma protein, the albumin, the hemoglobin will not pass through that pores. And the second reason is the negatively charged particles, the glycoprotein, the negatively charged glycoprotein is present in this barrier, in this filtration barrier. That's why the negatively charged particles and the plasma protein cannot be filtered out from the कैन नॉट पास दिस फिल्ट्रेशन बैरियर. सो जो बोमेंस कैप्सूल में जो फिल्ट्रेशन वाला फिल्टर होके ब्लड आ रहा है दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एज ग्लोमेरुलर फिल्ट्रेट. और उसमें क्या होगा, उसमें ग्लूकोज होगा, उसमें वाटर होगा, उसमें इंसुलिन होंगे, उसमें शुगर होगा, उसमें प्रोटीन नहीं होंगे. ठीक है, उसमें हीमोग्लोबिन नहीं होगा. क्यों नहीं होगा? क्योंकि हीमोग्लोबिन और प्रोटीन फिल्टर आउट नहीं होते. नाउ the filtration which is taking place that will be occur at a rate that is called as glomerular filtration rate, and the glomerular filtration rate is 180 liter per day. Okay, which is around 125 milliliter per day, 125 milliliter per minute. Okay, and 7500 something milliliter per minute. Okay, so this was the topic regarding the glomerular filtration rate now, and like I said 180 liter per day जो है filtration होती है. But one more thing, the blood which is the blood which is entering, which reaches the kidney is around 1100. If I talk about both the kidneys, so around 1100 milliliter blood will reach the kidney per minute, not per day, per minute. 1100 milliliter per minute. ये जो रीनल ब्लड फ्लो है ना, ये 1100 मिलीलीटर पर मिनट है, और हर मिनट 1100 मिलीलीटर ब्लड किडनी तक पहुंचता है. उसमें से 125 मिलीलीटर ब्लड फिल्टर्ड आउट होता है. नाउ द ग्लोमेरुलर फिल्ट्रेशन रेट, द फॉर्मूला इज KF multiplied by net filtration pressure. So what is KF? KF means capillary pores, capillary filtration. Okay, and if I talk about net filtration rate, so that will be determined by hydrostatic pressure and oncotic pressure, which is also known as colloid osmotic pressure. Now, before moving further, you should know what is hydrostatic pressure and what is colloid oncotic pressure or colloid osmotic pressure. First of all, hydrostatic pressure. What is hydrostatic pressure? It's very simple. The pressure which is exerted by the wall, which is exerted by the fluid on the wall of capillaries, on the wall of arteries or capillaries, that is called as hydrostatic pressure. For example, जब हम पानी को when we pour the water into the bottle, basically in the water bottle, so what happened, the water will exert some hydrostatic pressure on the inner wall of the bottle. Okay, same like that, if I talk about oncotic pressure or colloid osmotic pressure, that is exerted by plasma protein, not water, not any other fluid. It is restricted to the plasma protein. So if plasma protein is present in any is present in any surface, is present in any compartment, if it is present in capillaries, so basically what happened, that capillaries, the plasma protein will exert pressure on the wall of the capillaries, and that pressure is called as oncotic pressure. That together form the if I minus, and there is a formula we will discuss, but that will give us the net filtration rate. Okay, now I am telling you some values and you should know. So basically if it is possible, please write it down somewhere, that the glomerular hydrostatic pressure, the pressure of water exerted in the glomerular capillaries, that is called as glomerular hydrostatic pressure, which is 60 mmHg. Okay, if I talk about the Bowman's capsule colloid pressure, so that will be 0. Why? Because no protein will be filtered out. समझ रहे हैं आप बात को? प्रोटीन जो है ना ग्लोमेरुलर कैपिलरीज में, प्रोटीन बोमेंस कैप्सूल में कभी नहीं आता. क्यों नहीं आता? बिकॉज वो फिल्टर आउट ही नहीं हो रहा. तो अब जब बोमेंस कैप्सूल में प्रोटीन है ही नहीं, तो कोलॉइड प्रेशर तो तभी प्रोड्यूस होगा ना, कोलॉइड ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर, दैट the colloid osmotic pressure will be present when there is a protein. If there is a protein, there will be a colloid osmotic pressure, but if it is not, that how it is possible? Okay, so if I talk about the colloid pressure in the colloid pressure in the Bowman's capsule, that will be 0. And if I talk about the hydrostatic pressure in Bowman's capsule, that will be 18 mmHg, and the colloid pressure in glomerular capillaries is 32 mmHg. Okay, after we will minus 60 minus 18, then minus 32, that will give us 10 mmHg, and 10 mmHg is basically the net filtration pressure. Okay, we will minus these all values 60, 80 and 32 mmHg, and we will get plus then we will get 10 mmHg. Okay, that is the net filtration rate. Okay, ये है filtration rate, that this is the force, this is the filtration force which is causing the filtration process. Okay, if it is 0, then no filtration will occur. Okay, now the interesting topic is now, that is relations. The hydrostatic pressure of the Bowman's capsule, remember this thing, if hydrostatic pressure of the Bowman's capsule will increase, that will decrease the GFR. GFR means glomerular filtration rate. Why? You have to know the reason. मैं अब आपको समझाता हूँ. ग्लोमरुलर फिल्ट्रेशन से जो फिल्टर आउट हो रहा है ब्लड, वाटर, ग्लूकोज वगैरह, ये सब बोमेंस कैप्सूल में आ रहा है. जब बोमेंस कैप्सूल में आ रहा है तो वहाँ पे कोलॉइड ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर तो ज़ीरो ही रहेगी, दैट विल बी ज़ीरो. Colloid osmotic pressure will always be 0 in the Bowman's capsule because no protein is inside the Bowman's capsule. But when the blood will be filtered into the Bowman's capsule, the water, the glucose, the insulin, the sugar, that will cause the hydrostatic pressure to increase. When hydrostatic pressure in the Bowman's capsule will increase, that will restrict the glomerular filtration. Why? बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली बोमेंस कैप्सूल में ब्लड मौजूद है. अब वो और कितना ब्लड लेगा, आराम से फिल्टर्ड आउट हो रहा है ना. जब बोमेंस कैप्सूल में आएगा उसके बाद ट्यूब्स में जाएगा, ठीक है, डिस्टल ट्यूब्यूल में, प्रॉक्सिमल ट्यूब्यूल में, तो आराम से जाएगा ना. इट विल टेक सम टाइम. सो ऑन दैट पॉइंट the glomerular filtration rate will be decreased, so that filtration rate कम होगा ताकि बोमेंस कैप्सूल आराम से अपना फिल्टर्ड आउट ट्यूब्यूल्स में कर लें. जैसे ही बोमेंस कैप्सूल का हाइड्रोस्टैटिक प्रेशर कम होगा, डिक्रीज होगा, अगेन फिल्ट्रेशन रेट विल बी इंक्रीज. ओके, द अदर थिंग इज colloid osmotic pressure in capillaries, glomerular capillaries. So colloid osmotic pressure, obviously we know that colloid osmotic pressure is exerted by plasma protein. So if it is increased, that will decrease the GFR, because obviously अगर plasma protein मौजूद हैं, just it is an example, just suppose that if there is only plasma protein left in the capillaries, so what will be filtered? Okay, आपको तो पता है प्रोटीन तो फिल्टर्ड होंगे नहीं, तो प्रोटीन के अलावा कुछ बचा ही नहीं है, तो क्या फिल्टर्ड होगा, कुछ फिल्टर तो होगा नहीं. सो ऑब्वियसली GFR विल बी 0, GFR विल बी डिक्रीज, विल स्टार्ट डिक्रीजिंग, एंड आफ्टर सम टाइम इट विल बी 0. इट माइट बी 0, बट व्हाट हैपन, ब्लड तो कंटिन्यूसली फ्लो होता जा रहा है. तो क्या होता है, जैसे ही GFR कम होता है तो ब्लड फर्दर फ्लो हो जाता है, तो प्लाज्मा प्रोटीन के साथ कुछ और वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट आ जाता है, वो फर्दर फिल्टर्ड हो जाता है. इस तरह ब्लड फ्लो होता जाता है, बढ़ता जाता है, फिल्ट्रेशन होती जाती है, यूरिन फॉर्मेशन होती जाती है. ठीक है. एंड द लास्ट थिंग इज, if there is increase in hydrostatic pressure, if it is increase in hydrostatic pressure of glomerular capillaries, that means अगर ब्लड के जो अंदर वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट है वो इंक्रीज हो गया, that will also increase GFR. Okay, how? There are 3 conditions. If the renal blood flow, that is arterial pressure is increased, obviously blood ज़्यादा आ रहा है तो filtration ज़्यादा होगी, the GFR will be increased, that is directly proportional. If there is afferent arterial resistance. What is this? If the afferent arteriole will be constricted, तो क्या होगा, जो ब्लड आ चुका है उसमें फिल्ट्रेशन ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा होगी. एंड इफ़ देर इज़ इफरेंट आर्टीरियल रेजिस्टेंस, ठीक है, तो इफरेंट आर्टीरियल रेजिस्टेंस मीन्स दैट इफ इफरेंट आर्टीरियल आर रिस्ट्रिक्टेड, आर कंस्ट्रिक्टेड और डायलेटेड, there might be a condition. If it is constricted, that will cause decrease in GFR, glomerular filtration rate, and if it is dilated तो obviously blood flow बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, तो filtration rate भी जल्दी जल्दी और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा होगी. Same goes for afferent arteriole resistance. अगर afferent arteriole constrict हो रहे हैं, so blood flow will be decrease and filtration rate will be decrease. और अगर ज़्यादा हो रहे हैं यानी dilate हो रहे हैं afferent arteriole, so there will be high filtration rate. So this was the whole topic regarding the GFR and the whole thing. We will discuss reabsorption step in the next lecture. Till then, work hard, study hard, and good luck. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you.